Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Mark McLean. Let's do some shaving. We should, because it's time for the shave of the day, and I am in need of a shave once again. I'm shining and glistening a little bit because I've already applied my pre-shave oil, which today is, I like this too, Suavecito. Yeah, Suavecito. And this is a great pre-shave oil. It's actually made and says it's made as a pre-shave solution to all your problems, I guess, right? But the scent on this is really good. I like this. It's made in Santa Ana, California, and includes mineral oil, essential oils, jojoba oil, tea tree oil, vitamin E, aloe vera, and a few other essential ingredients that make it nice on your skin when you apply it. And I like the feeling of it that it leaves behind. It's not too oily. It doesn't leave an oil slick like the Exxon Valdez. So it's sort of enjoyable as far as that part goes. Before we go any farther into the shave today, the aspect including the shave, I want to show you the EDC for the day. That's what I'm carrying today, and that's the Brad Southard Avo, A-V-O. Yeah, that's one of the newer knives that Brad Southard produced, a mid-tech knife, really a great quality. This, along with the Southard Tolk, T-O-L-K, came out about the same time, and they're in the same presentation series. Just got this in the mail. If you've already seen the video, there is a video you can watch down below, and it's a mail call, the opening of the box, along with my grandson Logan, and he helps me out as my sidekick and partner on that video, so check it out. All right, moving right along, the shave soap we're using today is seasonal. How about Krampus? Oh, Krampus. And I do have some water dripping off there because I have it blooming. I put some hot water inside the tin just so it could sort of steep or steam the top layer of soap. Now, I haven't used this in a long time. I'd say about a year ago or so. Now the slickness feels nice. I like that. I really do. Feels nice. One thing that it's like a may or may not type of deal. You may or you may not like the scent. Why is that? Well, it's the type of scent that you either like it or you hate it. It's got anise in it. Some people call it anise. I got a niece. She's meaner than a box of rattlesnake tails. No, I'm joking. She's twice that mean, but that's a different story. I am actually talking about anise, or anise as some people say, like I said. Anise is the scent that reminds me of licorice, just old-fashioned black licorice. And if you're not into that and you don't like licorice, you're probably not going to like this soap, but it really is good, and I like it. It's not something I would want to use every day, though. It's not. It definitely is not, because I'm not that much into anise. But that's not the only ingredient. It has some honey inside, I believe. Let's see. Honey, yeah. Myrrh. It has myrrh, honey, cider, anise, berries, and last but not least, can you see that ingredient right there? Fear. It has a little bit of fear inside. Oh man, Krampus. Dr. John's makes this soap, and I've got several of Dr. John's scents. I've always found them to be very pleasing in every manner. As far as the slickness goes, the viscosity, whatever you want to say, the scent, the latherability, all of the above. All of the aforementioned have been something that I've found that I could attribute to being a top quality shave soap from Dr. John's. Some of the others that I've got are, well, I can't even think right now. Let me see here. Propaganda is one. Oh, Hydra is another, and I can't think of the others that I've got. But there are some others, but just by a glance at some of my shave soaps in my shaving den, which is nearby, I just that's all I can think of right now. But they're top quality, like I said. I was wondering if this. I know it has shea butter in it. Yeah, here it is. Avocado oil, shea butter, mango seed butter, castor oil, coconut oil, evening primrose oil, meadow foam oil, essential and fragrance oils, stearic acid, water, potassium hydroxide. I was looking to see if it was what type of base it had, like a tallow shave soap or not, but I couldn't tell. If you got the chance to look at some of the picture that I normally take a picture, a still shot of the products that I'll be using in my shave of the day for promotional purposes when I post it on some of the social media channels. That way I'll have the picture of the products that I use. If you saw that, it was probably on either Facebook or Instagram or Tumblr, Flickr, or Twitter. You probably saw some of the shave bottles that I featured. That's because I'm going to be using one of these, but it was sort of a holiday appeal to me when I saw these, just all three sitting there. And I really love these bottles, and they're hard to come by. And you can find one every once in a while, but not very often. And these are all from the Franklin Toiletry Company. They came out with some very special products through the Franklin Toiletry products line. There's even I think they even have a shave mug that goes with that. And I used to have it. I may still have that, honestly. I just don't recall. This one is light lime, or lime light. This one is just an aftershave. It actually smells similar to, I thought I was going to grab I grabbed the wrong bottle. I grabbed this one. I thought it would be something I could show you guys because I knew the product inside was the same as this, or very similar. And it's the sort of a musk smell. That's what's in this one. That was the wrong bottle. I also grabbed this one thinking that it had some more writing on it, but that's the wrong bottle as well. This is just Lucky Tiger Bay Rum, which I like. I really do like that. It's decent. But speaking of Bay Rum, this is the color of their Franklin Toiletry Bay Rum in the barbershop bottles. This was a little special line run that they put out with these three particular bottles. And the shaving razor I will be using today, I had 3 single edge blade razors to choose from, and I had to make my choice. First, I thought, well, maybe I'll use this. This is an Ever-Ready. I love this single edge razor. It's an Ever-Ready flip top right there, British made. In fact, my buddy over in the UK, the blind shaver, Blind Billy, he gave me this razor. He's a good guy. But it's made in England, just like Blind Billy is. My buddy has his own shaving channel if you want to check him out. I call him Wild Bill. So it's under the Blind Shaver here on YouTube. So if you get the chance. But I love this razor, Bill. Thank you, man. I still use it. But that's not the one I'm using today. I did want to feature it and show everyone because it is a single edge razor. I will be using one of the other of these, Gem brand, G-E-M, and this is the Micromatic, or this one is just the plain simple top Gem razor, G-E-M, like I said. And this one is the twist to open Micromatic version. And I just stuck a blade inside it. There you go. You can see that.
beautiful.
Thank you, buddy. It's a Jim brand, Jim Micromatic single edge razor.
And it's actually made out of gold.
Well, it could be. It looks like it, but I don't think it's real gold. Anyway, I'll be using this one today. I really like it. The razor blade I'm using, did you flush that, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, good. Is the Jim brand razor blades. You can find these on eBay in case you've ever wondered or wanted to try and find some of the single edge blades. All right, that's what I'm using today. The brush I'll be applying it all with is a recent gift, and you probably even had the chance to see it on one of my unboxing videos I did from my buddy Rich Hansen, Shaving with Rich. I love it, man. It's a beautiful brush, so uber soft right there, man. It's a 26 millimeter knot, and that's the tuxedo style, and the blue lightning strike. Look at that. Rich made this. He hand turns these, and he's making his own shave brushes now. Your chance to score some beautiful and very awesome feeling shave brushes. Just hit him up, Shaving with Rich. He has a few groups that you can even find on Facebook as well, shaving groups, so check him out. All right, let's get along with the shaving of the day. I was going to tell you something before we got into this about Krampus.
I love you, Papa.
I love you too, buddy. That's my buddy Logan. Anyway, that's Krampus, and for those of you that ever wondered about Krampus and you said, well, what the heck is Krampus? I've heard of that. I had some Krampus in my back the other day, and that's a different kind of Krampus. I've had that kind of Krampus quite a bit. Actually, this Dr. John's shaving product says the holidays have gotten a little more interesting this year. Krampus has come to town. Krampus is coming to town. And he's come to town bringing gifts of cider, some of the product ingredients, berries, honey, myrrh, anise, and fear. Yeah, Krampus only comes once a year, so don't miss your chance of enjoying a frighteningly wonderful holiday offering. Make sure the children are sleeping safely and enjoy your shave, okay? That's what it says. It's really pretty cool, the theme that goes along with it, and all the style and additional information. It lists basically the oils that I told you about a little earlier here. It says in ancient times, and this is where Krampus originated. Just a brief update on that for those that have wondered, like I said earlier. In ancient times, a dark, hairy, horned beast, moving right along, was said to show up at the door to beat the children. I come to beat your kids, y'all. Right, and carry them off in his sharp claws. Krampus could be heard in the night by the sound of his echoing cloven hooves and the rattling iron chains he dragged behind himself. The strangest part was that he was in league with Santa Claus. That doesn't make sense, Sandy. What's up? Sandy done gone bad. Santa Claus done gone bad. The Christmas Terror is also how he's known. The unnerving beast was no demon. However, he was the mythical Krampus, companion to Saint Nick. And while Santa Claus now has the reputation of loving all children and visiting them at Christmas time, judging their character and giving them gifts accordingly, to the nice ones and the lumps of coal to the naughty ones, Krampus plays the dangerous evil sidekick. And look at this, an old picture from way back when. Isn't that wild? That doesn't put the scare in kids. What will back in those days, you know? Anyway, it says it's believed that the long-horned, shaggy, goat-like monster with a long, angry face and lolling, forked tongue would visit the home of misbehaving children to punish them. It was believed that he would give beatings and kidnap the kids, bringing them to his underworld lair to live for a whole year. They had to live and work and slave for old Krampus for a whole year. And according to centuries-old legends, if a child misbehaved, Saint Nick, in his omniscience, would know and send in his associate, Krampus. It was said that his dark partner with a serpentine tail would turn up to the house and punish the wicked child, beating them with a bundle of birch sticks, whip them with horsehair, and throw him into a sack or a wicker basket and take him down to hell for a whole year. Isn't that wild? Here's another picture of Krampus as he visits a Vietnamese home. And this is an 1896 illustration. So this has been going for years. The old legend of Krampus has been around for quite some time. Truly amazing. I just thought you might like a little bit of the info regarding Krampus. I took the time to look that up for you guys. All right, going to wet the bristles on my brush real quick. The water has already got a little chilled, so I'm going to let some of the water out, put in a little hot water, and go ahead and get the bristles on my brush hot, like they should be. I like a hot shave, as hot as possible, with a hot lather at least. All right, now wring it out, and then just coat your bristles. And like I said earlier, this is an uber soft brush. It really is. So you'll have to do some thick coating, I believe. It won't hurt it, that's for sure. If you're going to do it right. That's plenty right there. That should be more than enough loading right there. This is my Paul Revere style bowl. I'll just take a few drops right into the bowl. Add it accordingly, wherever you need it, or how much you need. I sort of overdid it a bit, and that happens too. So if that happens to you, you just keep stirring, keep whipping it around briskly, up and down into the sides as well, and you will come across a fairly decent lather. It will have a lot of bubbles from the aerated water that's into the soap, but that's okay. You just keep on whipping. Whip it good. I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this because I do like a sort of a moist lather. I hate when I do that. So today we have been putting up the Christmas tree. Well, it's actually been up for a while. Today we've been decorating the tree, trimming the tree, so to speak. And that's one of the most favorite parts. I like trimming the tree. Now this year my wife and I decided we would do something different, and because we sort of got tired of having to fool with all the shorts in the wires and the bulbs that, you know, you have to buy more bulbs each year. So we went ahead and got a pre-lit tree. Yeah, just a pre-lit tree. That way you don't have to worry about it, you know. So it comes in 3 parts. I forget the actual name, but it's slapping lather everywhere. It's one of the ones that Michael's, the hobby store, has available. About a 6.5 foot tree. And we decided to go vintage, the vintage style, the vintage look. So this year we searched everywhere, far and wide, to come across the right types of decorations. We wanted something that was going to be different, but yet vintage in style. And I think we did well. We came across some decent stuff. Vintage type stuff. First off the bat, we had to have some old style bubble lights. You remember the bubble lights? Hi, honey. We got the bubble lights. And it took a little doing to get them, but finally came across some. Looked everywhere for those suckers. And I couldn't believe it, but the place that where we got the tree, Michael's, they actually had them and all along. And after I've searched all these other places, well, they didn't have them on the shelves. No, they weren't out in plain view at Michael's. They had them back in the warehouse storage area. And the person that was in charge of decorating or
candy.
Christmas decorations. Did he just say I love candy? Or he got candy? Anyway, as I was saying, the person in charge of decorations at the store said, hey, well, I think we do have some of those back in the back. I said, well, how will you know for sure? Oh, it'll take me a while. I said, well, like a day or two or what? Well, no, give me about 30, 45 minutes. 30, 45 minutes. I said, okay, I'm sure you don't want me to stay on hold that long. They said, no, I'll call you back. And I thought, I'll never hear from this person again. And sure enough, man, they called me right back within about a half hour. And I was really pleased. They only found like 2 boxes at the time. Downward pass right now, by the way. And this is a very close to a straight razor shave, the feel that I get afterwards, I think. Anyway, that's my opinion. You know, an opinion's like an asshole. Everybody's got one. Some people just smell a little worse than others. Yeah. Anyway, so they only had 2, like I said. And that sort of upset me because I thought, well, now I'm going to have to go online and find some more. But no, she said, well, listen, I've got 2, and I think there are more back there. If you want them, then I will go look for you. I said, I'll tell you what, I will take those. So put them up so no one else buys them. Put my name on them if you have to. And they said, okay. They put my name on them, and she said, I will leave them at the front register because if I put them on the shelf, when you get here, they will be gone. And she was right. They would have been. So, to make a long story short, I just cut myself right there. So, this is a very sharp razor. You have to really be careful. So anyway, the lady went to the back. I said, I will be on my way. And my wife and I jumped in the car, headed on over, and she had found a total of 7 boxes. Couldn't believe that. 7. I could not believe it. But I was real happy. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll take them all. And they were about $15 a box, so I wanted to do it right, needless to say. And we got them. And I'm very pleased with the outcome. The look is amazing. It really set off the looks for a vintage Christmas that we were hunting. And to top it off, we started looking for old vintage style balls and bulbs or whatever, not bulbs, Christmas balls and arrangements, ornaments, whatever. And we found quite a few. I was really surprised that we could find that many vintage old style balls and ornament decorations. Yeah, it was amazing. So we got those put on today with a little help from my grandson Logie. Yeah, I snagged my stuff right there, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. Disrespect the blade, that's what you get, you know? That's okay. I don't think I'll bleed to death. Anyway, so that's what we've been doing today. We've been trimming the tree, so to speak, decorating. My grandson Logie's been helping too, doing a great job. He really has. Yeah, this thing is very similar to a straight razor shave, and I forgot that for a minute there. Yeah, you cannot rush the shave when you do this type of shave. Because it'll gap you every time like that right there. Oh well, that's alright, no biggie. Just right now going to trim around the beard line. I posted a video on Facebook yesterday. And there's a video going around, you can check it out if you get the opportunity. It shows, you know, the stuff they used to, Ron Popeil used to advertise for bald spots. You could spray your bald spot and fill it in with this black spray that's about like it's about like a can of black paint. Just fill in the hole. Anyway, sort of wild, but they've turned this into some artistic barbering. Very nice too. People are using it to fill in the beards. They take a piece of cardboard and they lay it and fill it in and draw it where they want and make different designs, and really pretty awesome. Unique, very unique the way it looks. But if you get the chance to check that out, I know you'll love it, so give it a look, a once over, especially if you're friends with me on Facebook. And if you're not and you'd like to be, then go on there and hit me up. It's under Hunter Green, okay? All right, just going to, I mean, that's a close shave right there. Like I said, it's almost like a straight razor. Look at there, that sucker's full. So, since it's like a straight razor, you get a close shave, and I'm not really going to have to worry about a double pass or anything across the grain pass. Because it's already a close shave. Wow, that is nice. So, I hope you guys are ready for Christmas. And if you're not, I hope you can get there soon, because it's almost here. Can you believe that? Wow, it is quickly approaching. The countdown is underway. Ah, that is awesome. Woo. Man, that feels so good.
I like you, Papa.
I love you too, buddy.
You're the best Papa ever.
Aw, thanks, man. You are the best grandson ever. He said I'm the best papa ever. Isn't that awesome? He's a great little guy. So, since I got a few little nicks there, I want to break out some alum, the alum block. This is my Razor Rock alum block. It works. Just got a few little nicks. I was gabbing too much, talking, and what that led to was cutting myself, of course. Duh. I know better. It's just sometimes you don't pay attention, you know, if you're talking. When you shave with a straight razor, you know that you gotta be quiet and not talk. But when you use a razor that's a single edge like that, like I said, to me, it's very similar to a straight razor shave. So if you're not careful, you'll nick yourself here and there and cut yourself. All right, I think I will use my Bay Rum today from the Franklin Toiletry Company. Good stuff. And this is vintage stuff too, man. This stuff is, oh wow, what, ooh, binds. It binds. This is about, I'm thinking around late 60s, early 70s. You'll have to look it up if you want to find out for sure. Okay? I don't want to get mixed up here and drink the wrong one, so my Lipton green tea. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And I do hope that you get your holiday in the perspective it should be. That means may it all be right within your heart. That's all that matters. Give from the heart, not from the wallet. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't matter to a hill of beans if you give from the wallet. It matters if you give from the heart. Okay? I thank you all, I love you all, and I appreciate it. Have a great holiday season. Peace.